Let's call the meeting to order, and we have the Pledge of Allegiance. Annabelle Bigler from Central Middle School. Lead us in the pledge, right there at the podium.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Roll call.
Mr. Bradley? Here. Mr. Rice?
Here.
Colonel Taylor?
Here.
Ms. Clodfelter?
Here.
Ms. Nyworth?
Here.
Ms. Edwards?
Here. Superintendent, I believe we have a special
We
guest.
do. We have a Friend of Education Award. Mr. Henry? Okay, this is a presentation for being a Friend of Education. Obviously, we awarded these at the football game, and for reasons that a lot of us are experiencing at this time, we're not able to attend. But we appreciate your service and your support of Lawton Public Schools, and I think it's been more than just this year. I think this is a lifelong. You've had support that I'm learning every day, and we just appreciate you very much, and thank you.
Yeah, Brian and I were both brown-headed. Brian has been a long time supporter with us, the foundation, anything Lawton Public Schools needs to do, the bond issues, and we just appreciate you so much. Thank you. Well, so it's like in 20 or 30 years, people are going to say, well,
Tell them because it was an October meeting.
oh, God.
Oh,
All righty. Anybody else? You ready to go
oh
for
man, we're
architects?
good.
Good evening, I'm Corey Miller with AIP. Just a few updates to the written report I submitted. To coordinate with today's board meeting today, we pushed some of the inspections to today, so we're scheduled for Monday. So we did provide the substantial completion inspection for the auditorium and the west entry over at Eisenhower Middle School today, and also at the food service warehouse. That final inspection, just a handful of items left on that project. And then one update on MacArthur High, the gym HVAC project. We did receive the final review comments from the engineer today, so that will be moving forward to close out. Actually, that's on the auditorium and the admin portion. Excuse me. Any questions on any of the documents or any other reports?
Not on the documents. Remember those bricks?
Yeah.
Are they out there? I haven't been able to locate them.
The memory bricks.
The memory bricks that we found in the closet at Ike Middle, where are they going to be located? Somebody asked me that the other day.
On the south side of the courtyard.
The
South side of the
entrance
courtyard.
just beyond the media center.
Okay, so if you bought a brick from Eisenhower Middle School back in the day, which my family has a brick, I'm going to go look for it. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. They've been placed there.
They've been set there, and there's a few blank ones that we supplemented to fill in, so there's an opportunity there to add some names.
That's
in the
right. They
future.
can sell some more. I'll tell the principal, get with it, fill those bricks up. That was a good fundraiser. Thank you, Corey.
All right,
Any
thank you
questions?
guys.
Anybody? Thank you, Corey. Okay, Josh, you're up.
Good evening. Again, I'm Josh with Carlson Construction. So as Corey mentioned, we did a punch list walk today for substantial for the auditorium and then the west entrance. So essentially the building is complete. So we have a couple items that outstanding, like the curtains for the stage. They'll be here Wednesday. So and then from there we'll have everything wrapped up and knock out the punch list and be done. Demolition, they mobilize Monday, and then we will hopefully start. They'll go inside and start getting everything ready, getting things sorted, and then start tearing down the building next week.
Looks so
next
different.
week.
Yeah.
So we've talked with Gerardo a little bit as far as letting him know. So I think he may be flying a drone during come over. I don't know what he's going to do.
A drone or a time
it's going to be very
lapse?
interesting to see. Yeah, it's going to be a good opportunity for film. So when we get the exact day of when the equipment, I'll push it out to everybody, make sure everybody's aware of that.
Great.
So, any questions on the middle school? And
I wanted to let you know that some of our arts people have been in the auditorium looking around, and in fact, Pro Musica is going to be using it in December for their program, and they're just very, very impressed. They said this is amazing.
Will we get another opportunity to tour?
Sure, he'll have it.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whenever you guys want, we can definitely give you a
Yeah,
tour.
because the auditorium finished is.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they get it all finished, we'll set up another board meeting date
Set
that
up
we'll
another
go
one
Yeah,
either
And we
before.
need to invite our former board members.
Yes,
Yes,
and
Yeah.
everybody
I'd love
will.
to do that.
Yeah, we turned
But
on
the-
everything today, turned on the music, let the music kind of let
Oh, yeah.
Jack
We-
and Miss Beverly, they all got to hear the sound. I mean,
They're just,
it's nice. It's
living
very,
Timing
very nice.
is everything, but
Yeah.
when it's finished, we'll do a ribbon cutting,
Okay.
some kind of,
chamber will come.
when everything's there, we'll bring people in and then we'll tour it then and with all of you guys there and.
Well,
and-
in like the Pro Musica, December 3rd would be an excellent time for our public to come and see the
Absolutely.
auditorium and
Yes.
enjoy all that wonderful Christmas.
Hopefully the demo is done by then, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
We're pushing for it. We'll push for it. Absolutely.
If not, we'll be working over.
I've just heard through the room mill, Crossland can tear it up faster than they can build it.
We're good.
Just kidding, Josh. You guys have done a great job, and y'all got us in that school to start a school, so I'm gonna be
That's
real
right.
careful
Yeah,
and not
right.
complain about anything.
And
We
they
appreciate
say-
it.
And we've enjoyed it. We have
Yeah.
enjoyed it. It's a
Well,
great building.
and I have to sing their praises. I mean, they've taken my hardcore world, what's going on, with a smile, and y'all have done a fantastic job. And again, I'm so very pleased with
Yeah, I think the city of Lawton wishes you'd done the public building.
We're always here to help any way we can. So.
Thank you. We
Thanks.
appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Corey.
Drive safe. All righty. Is it time for the big drawing?
Yep, superintendent's
Erin, you
up.
want to come forward? Erin Bigler's going to help us. She is from Pat Henry Elementary School.
We are drawing for our curb appeal makeover. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna spin this and there's gonna be a ball fall in there and it'll fall in there if we gotta help it, but just roll it until you get one in it. When you get ready to stop, let me know. There you go, keep rolling. Go the other way, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-oh, there you
There
go.
Keep going over.
See what she got.
There it goes. Yay.
She got Tomlinson.
Oh.
That's all right too.
Broke the streak of the elementary, so Tomlinson.
Thank you, Erin.
Is that our first one that's passed that wasn't, okay.
That's the first one that's not an
First
elementary.
All right.
Secondary.
So that's exciting.
Awesome. Yes, it is.
Moving to the update, as you saw the business operations and education, I hope you read over those plans. If you have any questions, let me, on
Any
those.
update on the curb appeals?
Then on the C, the curb appeals, Ridgecrest, they're coming in this week to put the last fence up and then knock out those, if you'll notice on the south side, there's two, I mean, it's like, how big of an eyesore do eyesores become when you, but there's two old buildings and really, Jack and his team are gonna get those out. They're kind of waiting until no one's there, but we're pushing them to get them on out. And then there's a last metal fence that goes up to separate the south side from that, and then it's gonna go down and around and create a container type for the dumpster to set in that'll cover it, and it'll be like the softball fences we put up type fence. Woodland Hills, we went by there today. They've painted Woodland Hills. They've removed two portables. If anybody saw the backside, or I believe that's the south side of Woodland Hills. Yeah, don't get me too much.
Park side.
The park side of my directions, that there was one that was this close to the building that was just crammed in there. It's gone. There was one on the north side over there in the parking. It's gone. So getting rid of those portables, and then they started marking off of the fence and done some painting. So Woodland Hills is moving. Pioneer Park is let's see the architecture. Pioneer Park's doing, it's moving along. We got some fencing there, and then Lincoln Elementary, we're in the planning stages. I will say that it's just a guy I knew through the years, but it's the architect doing the city, doing the old high school at the city, finishing that up. Gary Armbruster, he did some work with me on the For the People, and we were telling him about it. He said, so he drove by and looked at it, and he just for kicks and giggles would be kind of he's not charging us. He just looked at it and he gave us some ideas, and he's going to even come back from some more. We sat down and talked with him of what he would do.
Yeah, he was
Lincoln's got a lot of history, and just looking at it, if we do it right, we could make it a really, so
He was with, when we did Old Central.
yes, he's done
I
some work
remember
here.
him, yeah.
Yes.
He knows a lot about preservation.
Yeah. And it's kind of one of those deals, to be honest, those guys like that will do stuff like that for you because they want to get their foot in the door for the
love
next.
the old building.
Well, they want to, and they like that, and they like to get their foot in the door for the next big project you do. Nothing against the people doing it, but just give us different ideas of how to make that. Because when you look at that area and you look at a map, especially for somebody when you start seeing things from a different perspective, like I do, because I'm new. It's pretty isolated, Lincoln. So it's going to be there for a while. So we need to make it. We need to bring it up, and then it's got that nice front entrance. Mm-hmm. How do we make that the central piece of it? Make it when people drive by that it was what it was.
But it's not very.
That's wrapped up in that.
70 years ago.
Yeah.
And the front. I mean, like right now, when you enter into the gym.
It's crazy.
And
The buses have all kinds.
I heard the
of
counselor did that used to be there. I don't know.
I don't know. You walk through the gravel. And yeah.
But no, and our goal is to improve all that and then make it, again, like we did Ridgecrest. We get lots of compliments from people at Ridgecrest. Matter of fact, and I forgot to bring them in, but they brought a bunch of thank you cards from all their students, thanking us for picking them. When you drive by there now and you look, it's secure. Mm-hmm. Kids can't get off the playground. People can't get on the playground. Mm-hmm.
But it looks good.
And it looks good doing it.
Yeah.
That's where that black vinyl looks so good. And at Pioneer Park, at Woodland Hills, we're looking at wrought iron because because it's the front of the school. At Lincoln, we're looking at wrought iron. He even suggested some brick pillars.
Oh, really?
On the wrought iron, and really the process he was talking about.
To match with the building.
It's not, Lance is just kind of hiding from me now, but kind of to match the building. And then when you think of even Pioneer Park, that's a frontage road.
Yeah.
The pretty wrought iron would look so much better than, so we're even, and really the price of the wrought iron is not a whole lot higher than the so we're still getting quotes, and like I said, we've worked really hard on that, and a lot of these are just ready to start rolling now.
And when he gets ready to do, he really needs to look at all the history, because that one was donated by by Matty Beal and the whole 9 yards. I mean, anything that could be even incorporated where we get that history.
Yes.
It would be awesome.
They didn't give us money for any remodeling, so we can do whatever we want to.
Right.
But we want to take a bit care of the historic part. And I don't know, Chuck, can the money, we just sold the school, can we use that money in this remodel project?
Lance is.
Look at Lance, he says, I got plans for that money.
It goes in the building fund.
Yes,
Okay.
it does go in the building fund.
So that's gonna help,
Yes.
with some of this extra stuff that we're asking Lance to find money for.
I just really want to preserve those older, so that one in
Yes.
Washington, and
Yes.
things that we can,
Oh, you bet, you bet.
So, it's kind of exciting when you think about it that's there. On the announcements and the good news, I have, first of all, as you know, the Lady Eagles softball team went to state and won.
awesome.
They won 4-3 today, so they're in the semifinals tomorrow.
Yay.
They play in the semifinals tomorrow.
So glad.
And then MacArthur has 2 teams headed to state. We all know about the volleyball, the Lady Highlander volleyball team. Mm-hmm. They'll face Mount St. Mary Monday at 3:30 in Shawnee. But our unified volleyball team will be playing for the state championship the 20th at 2 o'clock in Choctaw. So MacArthur's unified volleyball team is playing for the state championship, and sometimes we miss those. So that's pretty exciting.
I don't know, what is unified? I don't understand what that is.
My understanding is, somebody could correct me, but it's a partnership with Special Olympics where you have both. You have Special Olympics and you have a combined
Team. Yeah.
mixed. So.
Awesome. Awesome.
It's
That's
a
really
neat,
awesome.
it's a really neat. Great.
So it's really
Well, good
neat,
luck to all of
and
them.
and that's the thing we talk about as a leadership team. What can we do to make Lawton Public Schools better experience for our students? Mm-hmm. And it's one thing that every time I meet with the team and every time we have these discussions, I get excited because everybody's, how do we improve relationships? How do we create more opportunities for students? How do we make it where students want to come to school? Right. And these are just ways you do that, and that's a goal of our leadership team. And how do we spread that to everyone to improve it? So we're really excited about that.
If you could have Denise share with us dates, times, and places and teams, sometimes I'll show up at some of these if I can.
Yep. I wish I had that opportunity to be able to do
it's
that. But
fun.
if they're in the evenings, I would love to be able to go to some of these. Yeah.
So, any other questions on that?
No, but I know that I just feel like that Lawton Public Schools is doing such a good job in this year. I mean, every day I'm hearing or talking to someone whose child is not happy with virtual and wants to be back in our buildings. And that's just a testament to how well things are going and how much they're hearing from their friends and they want to be there in person. It is. So.
Well, and I really like that our staff, and I'm gonna tell you, we've got teachers out there working hard in this flexibility.
Right.
It's I used to tell everybody it's really easy for me to be flexible because it lands on the teacher's desk.
Yes.
You know, they're the ones that are flexible. I got to commend them. It's easy for me to say over and over, we're going to be flexible, we're going to be flexible. Guys, I'm not being flexible. I'm doing it's not me, it's the staff, it's the teachers, it's the cafeteria workers, it's the bus drivers, it's the principals. You know, the hats off to them. They have done it. And the complaints are almost minimal. And we've got some class sizes out there, you know, because you know how it works. You know how it works. Every third grader that decided to come back from virtual into traditional has all been at one school. And
That's the way it works.
so yes, and so we're working to keep that. But again, everybody, you know, there's a list in there of all the things we've got done. We got a U-Bish portable gone. We got the lights here at Shoemaker. I don't know if you saw that. That's been a danger area. We're getting the new parking lot at Shoemaker. This bleacher problem out here, I don't know if you guys noticed it. I always point the wrong direction in here, but at Lawton High School, those ugly bleachers. We're working on that bleacher problem at Eisenhower High School, right there by the track. And then the parking lot is finished at the bus barn. I noticed buses on there today. So there's just a lot of things we're doing regularly, and our maintenance people, and some days you think, man, we just need to get this done because you want it done, but then you look at the list, and our people are doing so much on top of the staff members and COVID and being flexible and getting it done. So hats off to our people.
Before we get off that, I want to say I'm really proud of how well everybody is doing, adhering to our protocols and working really hard to keep these buildings open and keep our kids and our staff and our
Absolutely.
Amen.
Well, and I want to commend the city council for sticking to their guns. Kevin went and spoke, and I just couldn't stand it. I had to get up and say something. But it was, you know, if Lawton Public Schools has a great mask policy, Fort Sill has a mask policy, and if the city of Lawton doesn't have a mask policy, we're toast.
Exactly.
We cannot keep our kids safe, and
Exactly.
it was a unanimous once again.
Yes,
So
good.
thank you, city council.
Shut down.
And even in the city, I will say, in all this construction stuff we're doing, the mayor and I have had some really good meetings, some good discussions, and trying to build that relationship. Dr. James with
Good.
Brighorn, what's his name? Cleghorn. He's going to start meeting with him and try to develop that relationship and just our leadership with their leadership, so that we're working hand in hand, because we're both huge employers for Lawton, and we're both public entities, and we both have the same job of serving the people and serving. So we're working really hard to make that all work together and You know, if we work together and combine our resources, it's going to be, when we can, it's going to be better for everyone involved.
That's why I like to
Thank y'all
look
both
at
for doing that.
They're looking
That
at
really
our,
means a lot
you know,
to us.
vacant land that we've been mowing for
Yes.
40 years.
Some of those things we're even looking
And,
at is.
you know, we can trade with the city, and the city could use maybe something,
Yes.
so I appreciate
Yes,
y'all
we're talking
looking
about
at
that, trading out some,
Right.
you know, it's kind of, you know, if you have two parks that are right next to two older areas, and we have half and they have half, and all summer long we're both road mowers over there to mow, wouldn't it make sense if we mow all of one of it and they mow all of one of it, and that's just that much less where you're having to carry mowers and stuff, so it's just,
Just getting it.
we're working hard and they're working hard to make it a good relationship, so.
We appreciate you putting that effort to that too. I really do. That's what
Right.
Lawton's about.
Well, consent agenda, I have to remove 7H5 for my sanctioning things this month. Anybody got anything else?
No, I make a motion that we approve the balance of the consent agenda without 7HI.
5.
Five.
7H5, yeah.
Second.
Call the roll.
Ms. Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Ms. Clodfelter?
Yes.
Ms. Nyworth?
Yes.
Ms. Edwards?
Yes.
Okay, do I have a motion on 7H5?
I'll make a motion that we approve 7H5.
Call the roll.
Ms. Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Ms. Clodfelter?
Yes.
Ms. Nyworth?
Yes.
Ms. Edwards?
Yes.
Abstain. Change that. Hello. Wake up.
Yes.
You're okay.
I was looking at this, I wanted to say, as we got through, I want to commend Carla Dewberry and her crew in finance, Lance. They have almost every organization that we need sanctioned. I think it's going to be the first year that maybe we don't have to spend Christmas holidays looking at this. So Carla, thank you for everything that you've done.
Good job.
This fast to have that done. That's awesome.
Yeah, she is just about got it knocked out. It is a big job. She's had to call a lot of people. Okay, let's get, if my agenda keeps going back up to the top. I can't, I mean, it really truly doesn't want to stay down there. There we go, 8A, okay. Do we need an executive session?
I do not, unless no one else does.
Okay, we'll move on down then to the superintendent's personnel report.
Which is on there. If you can see it's in there, this recommendation is approved as presented.
Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion with her.
I'll second it. Okay, call the roll.
Ms. Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Ms. Clodfelter?
Yes.
Ms. Nyworth?
Yes.
Ms. Edwards?
Yes.
All right, do we have any new business?
Nope.
Next regular meeting, and there goes my agenda again. It's November 2nd at 5. And we do have our special board meeting. It's a training meeting for the Board of Education with OSSBA, and it is going to be October the 21st in this location at 3. So thank you for getting that scheduled.
And I've already talked to everybody else. It'll be an in and out for me.
Okay,
I
great,
will be
great,
here
great,
when I
great.
can.
Any other board meeting dates needed? No. Okay, board announcements. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll move that we adjourn.
Second.
Call the roll.
Ms. Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Ms. Clodfelter?
Yes.
Ms. Nyworth?
Yes.
Ms. Edwards?
Yes.
And y'all go see Patsy Cline at the auditorium. It's going to be amazing.
I've heard that.
Good.
When is that?
It's this week, if I don't.